Hi friends, welcome to Tamil channel. Today we are going to see power factor. Definition of power factor. There are three different types of definition available for power factor. We will see one by one. First one is cosine of angle between voltage and current in the AC circuit. Next one, the ratio of real power to the apparent power is called as a power factor. Next one, the ratio between resistance to the total impedance of the AC circuit is called as a power factor. These are three different types of definition for power factor. Next, types of power factor. What are the different types of power factors available? There are three types of power factors available. First one is unity power factor. Unity power factor occurs only in the purely resistive load where the angle between voltage and current is zero. That is in phase. Voltage and current in phase. Next one is lagging power factor. Lagging power factor occurs only in the inductive load where current lags the voltage by an angle of theta. That angle theta is called as a lagging power factor. Next one is leading power factor. Leading power factor occurs only in the capacity load where current leads the voltage by angle of theta. That theta is called as a leading power factor. From the below diagram, you can clearly understand the difference between the unity power factor, lagging power factor and leading power factor. The first picture shows the unity power factor where voltage and current are in phase. The second picture shows the capacity load because the current leads the voltage by angle of theta. The third picture shows the lagging power factor because the current lags the voltage by an angle of theta. This is the different types of power factor. Next, we will see the power triangle. What is power triangle? Power triangle is used to find the power factor of an AC circuit system. This triangle we formed with the help of that is power terms. There are three different types of power terms available. One is active power or real power, its unit is kilowatt. Then reactive power, its unit is kVAr. Then apparent power, its unit is kVA. This is the power triangle. From the power triangle, power factor equal to, that is theta, is equal to active power, that is real power or active power divided by total power. That is total power is apparent power, its unit is kVA. The real power or active power, its unit is kW. That is, so the power factor is equal to the ratio of one of the definitions. The second definition I told the ratio of active power to the apparent power, that is active or real. So we can tell active power also, real power also. That is ratio of active power to the total apparent. This is called as a power factor. Next, we will see the definitions of real power. Real power is the actual power used by the equipment performed for useful work. You know the motor, we are giving the supply to the motor. The motor starts to rotate. We are using the rotation for some work. That is the real power. That is the actual power of the equipment perform useful work. Next, we will see the reactive power. Reactive power is required by some of the equipment, that is inductive equipment. So you know the inductive loads, transformers, motors, chokes, heaters are all comes under the inductive load. This inductive load requires one power to produce the magnetic field to enable the real work. That means when the motor will rotate, we are giving supply to the motor, that is we are giving supply to the winding, that is winding is the inductive load. That winding will produce the magnetic field, then only the motor starts to rotate. That power, the power required to produce that magnetic field is called as a active power. This power is a useless power. Then we will see the apparent power. Apparent power is vector sum of real power and reactive power to do that is called as total power. We will tell this is a total power. Apparent power means total power. It is summation of real power kW and the reactive power kVAr. This is the definitions This is the differences between real power, active power and apparent power. I will explain the power factor clearly by using bead analogy. From this bead, suppose you are going to a shop, you are going to purchase one bead. We are paying one glass, we are paying the amount for one glass of beer. If you purchase one beer, you will see there is a foam above the beer, because we are paying the full amount for one glass of beer, but we are getting a less value of beer because of this foam. This foam is called as a reactive power. There is no use in that. The real power is called as a bead. The apparent power means the capacity of the glass, because we are paying the amount for one glass of beer. From this we can clearly understand the capacity, the glass capacity of beer is called as apparent power kVA. The foam is called as a reactive power kVAR, and beer is called as the real power kW. So the power factor is equal to B divided by the glass capacity. So that's why the power factor plays an important role in the AC circuits. Based on the power factor only, the energy consumption means the energy bill we are paying to the government. If the power factor is low, we are paying more energy bill. If the power factor is high, we are paying less amount of money to the government. This we clearly understand. From this definition, we knows the formula for power. Power equal to line voltage into line current into cos phi for a single phase system. For three phase system, √3 line voltage into line current into cos phi. Then load current IL equal to power divided by VL into cos phi for both single phase and three phase. From this definition, we are clearly understand how the power factor plays an important role in the AC system. In next video, I will explain the advantages of improving the power factor and disadvantages of the low power factor. I will explain in the next video. If you like this video, please share me. If you have any doubt, comment me and subscribe me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.